Alright everybody, it is January 9th, working on the truck, so I gotta do the heater core on this, so I'm gonna take that off too, and see if it's got a rat's nest in it. I think it does have a rat nest. That is clogged in two ways, I think. I think the inner core's got built up on it, and there's something else, and maybe a rat's nest. So, that's getting done. I got the hoses for the brake lines underneath here. I had to get some a different set of ring pliers for that because they're not like a eye hole snap ring. So I got pliers for that. Got these. I got 5 feet of hose. I think I have a different style of like hose clamp, and I got some nuts and bolts to go for that. But yeah, we're doing this today. Let's see what I picked up at the store. I just picked up, so I got 5 feet extra each of the hose. I went and got the rear distribution hose. The block is on it, I think. I hope that's long enough. I hope that's the one. Here's those pliers, the lock ring pliers. Because let's see if we can show you what this looks like. No, it's not. It's not on this one. It's on the other one. Yeah, got some of that. Some good go cheap hardware, right? This stuff was on sale, so we're just rolling with it. And some extra that, so that's what we got going on today. Is that even? I don't know. That thing looks like it'd be longer. Let's check, see what it looks like. Yeah, that'd be long enough. I put that in there. That'd be fine. See, that's the rubber hose that I bought. That's the makeshift lines. I'm gonna end up getting the right ones. They sell my LMC truck for real cheap, the pre-bent ones. That's just so I can get it on the road. It was cheap. They were like less than like $7 a piece. And yeah, so that's that. And yeah, so I think that hose might be the problem. That rubber hose, both the rubber hoses up there are probably a problem. Probably swelled shut. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I'm gonna have to end up running a tailpipe section from there all the way out here. I mean, it's nice that it's new from there to there. I mean, that's good. That tailpipe, they got a new muffler on there. It's fine. And then one of these days, I'm gonna power wash everything and coat everything in Rust-Oleum Rust Converter, which is a flat black. Everything's gonna get coated underneath there. I gotta go through it and do that. Help protect it from the freaking rust, saltwater environment here in New Jersey because we live next to the shore. You know, we're not that far. Well, the bed bolts is freaking undone a little bit. What about everything else? That's one bed bolt. I don't know. I'll have to run through and check some more of this stuff. And then one of the other pairs I'm gonna have to do is this. I'm gonna have to freaking like get into this and really freaking do some hammering. This is gonna take heat. That's gonna take heat and a lot of hammer and dolly work to put that back into shape. But that's a relatively easy. I got that kind of back in shape, then I can just lay sheet metal in there and freaking tack it. Here's a spot. They actually sell these. So I'm wondering if I should just buy one and then splice it in here and then call it good. Which I just might do because all I need is this section. I could just literally cut here, here, and here and then put it in. You know? But, yeah. So that's our plan today. Heater core, at least today. And then I might just pack it up and spend the rest of the day with the girlfriend after that. Or I might go do the brakes. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I still got a power wash inside of this. But we're trying to get her to a test run phase, and I can't have that leaking while it's running, so that's got to be done first, and then go back to the brakes. So I'll splice you guys back in when I'm further down the road. All right, well, here we are. It's Sunday. I really didn't work on the vehicle at all yesterday. I actually went and spent the whole day with the girlfriend. This ain't working for some reason. My blower motor isn't working. I got my housing out, which is real easy. Let's go over here. So you just take glove box out, and then you see. So I'm thankful to see that there's no rat nest in there that I can see anyway. You see rat nest? I don't see a rat nest. So that's good. So I'm gonna have to vacuum this out a little bit. These go over the top. There's another one over here. You can see it. It's pretty easy. Some basic clips, some basic nuts and bolts. But yeah. And then we got that. I don't know what that is. I have no clue. No clue what that does. I got one in my Camaro that looks something like that, and I don't know. I had to figure it out. But yeah. So we got that, and yeah. So all this is gonna go back together. I did some repairs on the housing, which I will show you once the glue is set up. I don't want to touch it because the glue is set up. I got those clamped off, and yeah, I gotta figure out where I put my other hose clamp things. But they're supposed to be. You see that hole? There's a little clamp there that holds both of these, and it goes into there, and everything's like super awesome. But you know, yeah, it's not super awesome right now. But yeah, that's about what that is. You see that hole right there? That I'm pointing to, kind of right below the wire in between the two holes there, where the things come out for the heater hoses. Yeah, that was broke off. I'm not sure if someone actually took it off before and was trying to mess with it or whatever it was, but it was basically shot. I had to pick at some of that rust and see what it looks like. See if it's actually, if it's not rust, I'll put some Rust-Oleum rust converter in that spot right there, just to halt the rust. But after I'm done with the heater core today, I am going to go ahead and try to get the brake stuff done. So I'm going to do the right and left brake lines and the rear brake line because I have the rear brake line. So yeah, I'll snip you back in when right before I put the housing back in and show you what I did to fix the housing. If you have some similar problem, that way you can just do it and get it over with. All right, so here we are. This is the heater core housing. This was broke off. It wasn't even cinched up, so I had to actually weld this in. So I had to grind a little nub down, drill a hole. I put this bolt in, gave it like 3 tack welds on 3 different sides. You see it heated up a little bit on the sheet metal, but the nice thing is that bolt was it was welded in from the factory. So all I did is just drill through it, and that gave me enough meat where that's gonna stay on really good. This one's in decent shape. This one didn't have the clip, had some other weird thing on, so I'm putting this in. I went and Rust-Oleum rust converted the gates, at least the parts of the gates that I could get to, because I'm not sure how the other side of that one is. But yeah, that's there. The other thing I had to do is I had to epoxy this piece, because this piece of the housing was cracked off. I tried super gluing it. Super glue doesn't work good on, I guess, on this plastic, whatever this plastic is. So I use 5-minute epoxy. When you do this type of stuff, you got to goop it on the side. to give it the rest of the strength it needs. You know, putting it in the crevice of the joint's not going to be enough even for the epoxy. 5 minute, I went and did rust on rust converter on that one. There's a lot of rust on that one. I was able to get both sides. Now I should hold off and at least make it work decent for the time being. But yeah, that's why I'm in the middle of doing. This is the new new heater core. It doesn't match up as good, but it should work just fine. Just gotta put it here. Yeah, like that. This. I'll find whatever the middle ground is for this. No. And this is I have to loosen those up some more, but that's where I'm at right now. You know, I had to do some fix and repair on this housing. I water and wash it up much as I could, wipe the dust out. But yeah, so I'll kill it back in when everything's in and I start on the brakes. So you know, we'll see in a minute. Well, here we go. We got everything mounted back up the way it's supposed to be. All I've left to do is put the new hoses in and clamp them back up, and then start the vehicle and let it run for a little bit. But other than that, everything's back in place. There. That goes like that. There we go. So welded that in, put a new one over here. Yep, everything went in nice, cinched right up. I used the old gasket, so the old gasket was thicker, and it just made more sense to use it than the new gasket. The new gasket was just too thin. I don't know why they bothered to even put that chinky thing in there. We're gonna take a look at this. See this? See how thin that is? Because the old one is like, it's like an inch thick. It's like this thick. You would have to get like 3 of these and glue them together for them to be right. So yeah, screw that. Anywho, so that's that. That's all in. Everything's buttoned up in here. It's real easy. You just remove this, and there's 3 cables to disconnect, and the nuts and bolts are all easy to get to. I mean, if you're breaking this stuff, getting it out, you're moving too fast or you're too impatient. I mean, even with this old stuff that's a little brittle, but yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these new hoses in and hook them back up. I'm not sure where I put my other I'm not sure where I put my clamps. I have like some hose clamps that those will set in better. So either that or I can make it different. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Make a different type of strap clamp for it out of that. I think I might take that off, make a different type of strap clamp. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put the new hoses on here and route them in and get them figured out, and then I'll make a new strap clamp out of this. This I don't like this. I want it to be connected like right here, nice and tight. Runs in right there, comes up and over, and then into there. So I'll bring you back in when I get that done, and then we'll start it up and see if she's got any leaks. There we go. Back to the update. So this is somewhat how the original was. Had some kind of little clip bracket here. I think it just popped in there, but I just did this instead. This will hold it. Yeah, that'll be fine. You know, it's all in nice. You got to tighten that up real quick, and then I'll start it up, give it a run, put some more coolant in here, have more coolant for it, and then I'll start working on the brakes, and I'll get back to you on what I'm able to accomplish on the brakes. All right, guys. Till then. All right, guys. So I'm hiding back in another quiet spot in the house, which is you know, laundry / furnace room. So here we are. I started doing the brakes, and then I realized that I bought 2 passenger side brake lines. So that went to a complete halt. I tried to pick up brake lines for the truck, and then, yeah, unsuccessful. They were unable to order, so they're completely out of stock, or they stopped making the driver's side brake lines for the '82 Chevy 3/4 ton pickup with the heavy duty brakes on it, because my truck has the 7,000 to 8,000 pound freaking brake system with a brake booster. It's got 13-inch rotors, and the 13-inch drums are big. They're the same brakes that they put on the 1-ton. So I found a couple different driver's side brake lines online. I ordered one from one company, one from each. So I'm hoping one of them will work. And then whatever extra I have, I'll just sell on Facebook Marketplace and get a little bit of the money back, and then continue moving forward. But yeah, them the brakes when you work on old vehicles. Catch you later.